and we're just waiting to start streaming. 5, 4, 3, 2, maybe not.
It's now saying I don't have permission to go live. Let me try this again.
Poor Kathy has been struggling with this and working at this for 2 weeks.
There has been an update with Zoom and how it communicates with other platforms. You might have to go back into settings on the platform to then allow it back. Did you do that?
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
It's not going, Terry. We're going to have to record and I'll put it right out there.
Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, everybody. Hello. It's Monday night and we're broadcasting live from all over the United States. So it's good to have you here tonight. It's every Monday night is like a team up celebration. And tonight is so special because we're going to be talking about something, well, it's pretty much my favorite word, believe. Okay. And those of you that have known me for 10, 20, 30 years know how I feel about the word believe. And it was Sean Myers almost 30 years ago at a conference that threw up an image. It was a transparency. Some of you may not even know what a transparency is anymore, but it said, you know, you get to decide what you're going to believe, and what you believe will determine what you experience in your life. And oh man, that was just a jolt to my brain. And I have spent the past 30 years really studying this concept of belief and faith and thought and emotion and desire, and it has served me well. All right, so tonight, though, we're going to take a dive into your belief system. You know, your barometer of belief when it comes to the product, when it comes to the amazing industry that we're a part of, your belief barometer when it comes to our amazing company, and your belief barometer when it comes to you and what you are capable of creating in your life. So we're going to start off tonight with our own functional nurse practitioner, Amy Hopkins, who's just a precious friend of mine. We go back and forth 2 and 3 times a day. And I thought that I would ask Amy, because of her medical background and because of her belief in the product. Amy, talk to me about why, you know, everybody's belief barometer in Juice Plus should be a 10. And you're going to have
Yep, I'm here, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to call this little segment "Did You Know?" And I'm going to tell you why your belief should be off into the sky, off into the stars. So our bodies are constantly undergoing oxidative stress, right? We are made up of 32 trillion cells at any one time, and they are constantly in motion, constant. We are building new cells, we're getting rid of old cells. This process is called oxidative stress. You know, oxidative stress leads to inflammation, acute inflammation that's actually can be healing in the body. Our bodies are created in such a way that it has to kind of be broken in order to become stronger. But then there's a bad kind of inflammation, right? The chronic, low-grade, long-term inflammation that leads to disease. And all of that starts with unchecked oxidative stress. And did you know there's 14 studies showing how Juice Plus directly impacts oxidative stress? That's powerful. Let's talk about insulin resistance. Guess what the precursor is to insulin resistance? Chronic long-term inflammation. Insulin resistance is now considered to be the root cause of all cardiometabolic and neurologic disease states: heart disease, cancer, stroke, dementia, Alzheimer's, autoimmune disease. 90% of autoimmune disease are in women, and the rates are rising. The greatest risks are during the reproductive years between the ages of 12 and 51 due to menstruation. Lucky us, our cycles generate extra oxidative stress every month, which directly leads to cardiometabolic dysfunction. Did you know there are 10 studies showing the positive impact of Juice Plus has directly on your metabolic health? Again, powerful. Speaking of women's health, I want to read you some findings that have recently come out. Chemical testing done on breast milk shows elements of rocket fuel. We have seen plaque buildup in the arteries of babies still in the womb. Reproduction rates have decreased by 50% over the past 40 years. And if this rate continues, we will no longer be reproducing after the year 2050. We now have evidence to state what mom eats while she's pregnant directly impacts the health of her grandchildren. And all of these findings, poor nutrition is never discussed. Even though the CDC says that we're not eating any fruits and vegetables, nobody's talking about nutrition. Did you know you have the ability, dare I say, the responsibility or the power to directly impact these findings with the Juice Plus products? Let me give you a fact about heart disease. 40% of first-time heart attacks die with their first heart attack. So out of 100 people, the 40 that had their first-time heart attack, they die. That's a high number. There are studies, we have a study that shows after 8 weeks of taking Juice Plus, there's a significant decrease in coronary artery disease risk factors. And so let me share that with you. What do we need to maintain the elasticity of our blood vessels? Greens. Do you know that greens keep plaque from sticking to the walls of your arteries? Imagine you sharing with somebody and they take the product for 8 weeks and you are directly impacting their coronary artery disease risk factors. We are what we eat, drink, breathe, and think. Our diets are related directly to our health. Speaking of which, I want to talk about gut microbiome. Did you know your gut bacteria weighs 4 pounds? I thought that was interesting. Our gut microbiome is arguably one of the most important organs because it directly affects every part of our body and it determines your health outcomes. The more diverse your gut microbiome is, the more healthy you are. And do you know what gives you that diversity? Plants. Did you know there's more genes in your gut than there are on your chromosomes and your DNA? And did you know Juice Plus has 6 studies showing the direct impact of nutrition on our DNA and our genes? Again, powerful. You have the ability to directly impact the health trajectory of everyone you come into contact with your Juice Plus products. We're making healthy living simple. There's nothing complicated. Wellness is just as infectious as disease. And so let me end by saying, Dr. Richard Du Bois says there's nothing anywhere in the world with or without a prescription that Juice Plus, that can do what Juice Plus does in your body. End of story. So the more you know. Terri, I'll give it back to you.
The better you do. It's not just what you know, it's what you implement. Okay, thank you. All right, guys, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your belief system now about Juice Plus? We are having an impact on the health of everyone and future generations. Be proud of what you represent. Speaking of being proud of what you represent, I thought it would be fun to ask 2 of my dearest friends, Jen and Henry Hagemann, who have been with me for 30 years, representing Juice Plus. If you would talk to us about the belief that we have in this industry that we are a part of, why Juice Plus is a solid 10 in this industry. Go ahead, Jen and Henry.
Great. Thank you, Terri. Well, I have to say that we are in the best industry in the entire world.
Mhm.
And what I saw when I saw this for the first time 33 years ago was leverage. I did not know that there was any other alternative other than trading time for dollars. I was working as many hours as I could. I was staying at home, trying to get the kids through life, take care of my parents. And then this thing sort of came at me from the side, and my sister came and shared with us what this was. And I was just blown away because I understood that for the first time that I could work instead of working every day for hours trying to make money coming in. I could work once, get somebody on Juice Plus and have 30 years of income from that one customer. And I think, I know you have customers like that, Terri, that from 30 years back, we do. And just from that one phone call 30 years ago, we've had, 4 orders a year. And it's just extraordinary to have that power there. What I didn't see at first was that I could just be, I could share Juice Plus and I could share the idea that if they found some value there that they got excited about, people would want to join them the way I wanted to join. And everybody just doing a little bit creates an income stream that can build over time. And I didn't realize, I thought I had to write a, best-selling novel or, a hit song or have a lot of income that I could create a real estate portfolio or something. This way, I saw I could start with being more than dead broke when I started and build an income with what I had and my excitement for Juice Plus. And I could share that with other people and they could get out of their hole too. And today, everyone is struggling. And we have the strongest industry. And Jen's going to tell you a little bit about it. It's just the most exciting thing. And we don't have to work full time. We have to just do a little bit every day. Jim Rohn said, practice a few simple disciplines every day, and the world is your oyster. I've never seen another industry like it. I don't think one exists. We are the bastion of free enterprise.
I love that. Go ahead,
And-
Jen. What's
and,
on your heart?
One of the things that has always been the most exciting for me is that the average person can come into this industry and has the possibility of creating an above average income. They don't need an advanced degree. They don't need any special education. Do they need to learn skills here? Absolutely, yes. But the number one skill they need to have is they need to have an authentic experience with the product. They need to be a raving fan about the product, either have a physical result or it just needs to make sense to them. Either way, with that authentic experience, then they can do the three things we do, which is be a raving fan, share the product at every opportunity that makes sense, and then invite people to look at the income option. Anyone can do that. Now, if you're not raving about the product, then you are actually in sales. And that's not what we do here. We just are from our hearts sharing something that makes sense to us and that's worked for us. And that's just absolutely huge. So that authentic story is a key part. And that's why in most cases our events are about the product, because you have to have that product experience intellectually or physically to make the income option really work. Now, who's doing this? Well, I just wanted to share some stats. We work with a great coach and he's guided us to some amazing stats. In 2023, on average, every week in the United States, every month in the United States last year, 500,000 people joined a network marketing company.
Just here in the US.
Just here in the US. That's not even global. So what's that? 100 and something, 125,000 a week joining a network marketing company in the United States. So people are looking. Why are they looking? For a whole lot of reasons. They want to own their own business. They want to beat inflation. They want to be their own boss. They are passionate about the product. There's a lot of reasons why people join. They want community. They want a sense of purpose. There's a whole lot of reasons why people join, but don't ever get yourself buying the story that people don't want to do this, because
They are.
500,000 people a month last year joined a network marketing company. And Stacey's going to talk about our company, but I want to just frame it in the context of the industry. This week, there are 700 network marketing companies in the United States. Some are mature, but very few are. 96% of the new ones won't make it to the 10-year mark. We're a 54-year-old company. We do $1 billion a year. The coach that we work with won't work with someone who isn't with what he calls a legacy company. And by legacy company, he means if I coach you, you're going to have a business that your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren can step into. That means they keep paying year after year after year, decade after decade, generation after generation. He's coaching people that are third generation with their network marketing company. So we are with the best in an industry that creates the best opportunity for anyone I know. So with that, I'll pass it over to Stacey, because I know she's going to give us more insights on the company we love.
Woo! Just a second, Stacey, hang on a second, because the next time someone says to you, oh, are you with one of those things?
Thanks.
You say with pride, absolutely, I'm with one of those things. Stacey Whitmer, why the Juice Plus company in this network marketing framework?
Yeah, I think what's really incredible about what we get to do is that we choose this, right? I mean, there are a lot of options out there, guys. There are 30 people on this call. There's hundreds of thousands of Juice Plus partners, affiliates all over the world. We choose this. And there's a reason I said yes 9 years ago. But here's the thing. It's easy to say yes to it the one time and then get distracted and then see like the grass is greener somewhere else and like someone's dangling a carrot over here. It's easy to say yes once, but it is harder to say yes every single day, even when it's hard. So the Juice Plus company, when I said yes 9 years ago, it made sense to me. The product made sense to me. The business made sense to me. I, in fact, gave our compensation plan to my financial advisor and my accountant before I actually said yes. I said, hey, I don't want to go back to corporate America ever again. This is what I want to do. And their words were, we've seen a lot of these things, right? We've seen a lot of these things. We'll see. We'll let you know. Okay. So I waited. It took about 3 or 4 days. It was a Tuesday. I gave it to them. Actually, they got back to me on a Thursday. And when they came back to me, my financial advisor was like, hey, this looks solid. It looks like it's a residual opportunity to make money forever. Go get it. I said, okay. Now you tell my husband that because I'm not going back to corporate America. But that's what happens. We have our specific business. I heard it once. I think Jeff Roberti said it years ago. It was like the residual millionaire. Like what other people have said on the business that I said yes to 9 years ago still pays me today. The customers that I had 9 years ago still pay me today. And here are things that we already know, but I want to just emphasize. I started 9 new partners in February, and a few of them were from other companies. So when they said, well, what makes your company different? Man, I stand tall with my head held high, with my feet planted, and I say, here's what makes us different. Number one, we care about you. We don't care about your numbers. We care about the impact that you're having on the people in your life. That is so important to us. You are not just a number. You are not just another partner to check a box in some list. There's no boxes. The other thing is it's a compound effect. When you say yes, the customers and the things that you start and the people that you start now, that you're going to build off of that month after month after month. And that builds your impact, it builds your income, and it builds you to different promotions in our compensation plan. See, here's the thing. Those other companies that they were coming from, you start over every single month. You start back at zero. If you're not constantly keeping up with your own self every month, month over month, you're back at zero. No, thank you. My financial advisor said yes because of the residual compound impact that our business has. No company, not other companies do not do what we do not have a business plan set up like we have. That residual piece and the fact that we are compounding month over month over month makes the world of a difference. When you hit a goal in our company, you don't go backwards. You stay where you are and you build from there. I mean, here's a perfect example. I had a QSC in my organization 5 years ago. She hit QSC in like 2 minutes and stayed there for 2 years. She was in the company for 2 years as a QSC, wasn't qualified, came to me one day and said, hey, it looks like you're doing really well in this company. I want to start to build this. Can I do that? Of course you can. So she went from being a QSC making about $200 a month, not even qualified yet, to then hitting fast track sales coordinator in less than 30 days from when she made that decision. She had no partners on her team. She was a qualifier, a POB qualifier. And I mean, she sat at a goal for 2 years and kind of just dabbled until she made a decision that she really wanted to build this. And so from that position, from QSC, goal number 2, from QSC, she built a sales coordinator and is now maximizing her income by opening up all those other buckets that our company has for us in our performance bonus qualified and our POB, our sales coordinator hire POB bucket. We have an opportunity here to build a lasting business here. Do not let other companies distract you with other things, because at the end of the day, how long have those companies been around? How long have those partners been at those companies? Guys, look right now around you. There is 30 years of success right here. What more proof do you need that you are with the right company at the right time? And I'm going to leave you with this. I've been with this company 9 years, and the first 4 years, I hit NMD in 2 years, and I was building big. I mean, we were crushing it, right? Crushing it. And then life kicked my family in the face. We had my 6-year-old niece, she passed at 9. She was diagnosed with brain cancer. So for 3 years, I was obsessed with a disease. I call it the off season. I was in the off season. I was touching my business. I wasn't building it. But for 3 years, I was in a fight. I was in a fight with my family, my sister's daughter. We were fighting for her life for 3 years. I was touching my business, not growing it. For 2 years after that, I was in a weird grief phase where I was in it. I was here to build my business, but I was showing up. I was still in the muck of trying to figure out how to get out of this off season that I was in. But here's the most powerful part about this. I was getting paid every step of the way. For 4 years, I built my business, and that paycheck paid for my life and my family. When I was touching my business, there is not another place on the planet that is going to pay you when you're not working. Recognize the magic of this compensation plan. So yes, I am proud to promote this product, but I am more proud to promote this business. I am more proud to share what this business can do for everybody that I come encounter with. It changed my life forever in so many ways. But at the end of the day, there is not another business that is going to take care of you, not another community that is going to love on you and grab you under your elbows and carry you through whenever you're going through any stage in your life. No, this business does this. Juice Plus does this. So I said yes 9 years ago, and I wake up and say yes every single day. It is an intentional choice every day, because there are lives, guys, that I need to impact, and I'm not going to stop until it's all done. We get to choose this every day. And I say yes every time.
I'm so glad you said yes.
Me too.
I'm so glad you said yes to tonight, and I'm so glad you said yes 9 years ago. And you hit on something that I'm going to hit on now. It's decision time. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, so belief in the product through the ceiling, belief in this industry through the ceiling, belief in this company. Yes, Stacey and Jen and Henry, I'm still paid. I'm paid every single month on orders that I put in the system 30 years ago. Where else does that happen? And so now the only thing is what's the belief of you? What is your belief about yourself and your ability and your deservability to be a part of this? Because what I know to be true, because I spend time, studying belief systems and so many seminars, and I've worked with so many masters. If you think you can, you're absolutely right. If you think you can't, you're absolutely right. That's the deal, guys. And we are victims to the voice in our heads. We are victims to the voice in our head. And so this morning I woke up and it was put on my heart, Terri, go to the good book and see how many times in the good book The word believe is in the good book over 240 times. Scripture talks about believing. And one of the things that popped up was, we were directed when you pray, what? Believe. If you have the faith and the belief, you could move a mountain. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm not looking to move a mountain. Are you looking to move a mountain? Maybe you're just looking to get to the next level, right? So what needs to happen for you to expand your deservability and your belief? Number one, know this: open-mindedness is essential to belief. Write that down. Open-mindedness is essential to belief. Number two, closed minds do not inspire faith, courage, or belief. Okay? And, it was Bob Proctor who taught me 30 years ago. He said, fear and faith both command that you believe in something that you cannot see. Guys, I choose faith. How about you? I choose faith. And so the number one thing that you can do to start moving into a belief mindset, Stacey nailed it: decision. I'm not just talking about a wish or a hope. I'm saying an irrevocable decision, not one based on conditions. Well, when the kids go to school, off to college, when Johnny's potty trained, when I have time. I mean, an irrevocable decision. Okay, and you base your decision on things that stir your heart. And when you're looking at the Juice Plus business, what stirs your heart? Napoleon Hill said that desire is the starting point of all achievement. Desire, that's my password for almost everything, some form of desire, okay? Desire this, desire that. So, when you're looking at the marketing plan, is it a position in the marketing plan that stirs your heart and builds desire? Is it a position? Is it the dollar signs? Is it a paycheck with a comma? 1,000, 2,000. Is that what stirs your heart? There's no right or wrong. It's what stirs your heart. Is it what Stacey talked about in me? When I said yes to this and I made the decision irrevocably that I would be a national marketing director, my desire was to impact thousands of lives. Thousands of lives. Maybe that's what stirs your heart. And so here's the deal. Decide what you want: the position, the dollar signs, the impact to those people that you know and love. Make that decision, and then action. Belief grows in the steps of experience. Write that down. Belief grows in the steps of experience. So all those little wins that you have lead to you having a stronger and stronger belief system. Van Gogh said, when the voice in your head says, don't pick up that brush, don't paint, it's not safe, that's when you pick up the brush, my friends, and you paint. That's when we pick up the phone and make those calls that give us sweaty palms. That's when all of you out there that are doing the sourdough gut health events, I'm so proud of you. Okay, you're painting. You are a Van Gogh on your own canvas. All right, that's what this is all about. That's how you build belief. That's how you make an impact in the world. There's no right or wrong. It's what do you want? And so I am hoping that you're going to lock arms with us. This community is here to love on you, support you. We have the tools. We have everything that we need. Make your decision. We love and appreciate you. Please unmute yourself. Thank you. Thank you to Amy Hopkins, to Jen and Henry Hagemann, to Stacey Whitmer. Thanks for being with us tonight. We love you. We appreciate you. Peace and blessings. Have a great week, guys. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you
Good night,
all.
everybody. See
Bye.
you next week.
Have a great
Bye.
week.